Good morning and welcome to episode 1756 of Hard Factor. It is Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80-ish% accuracy guaranteed on this podcast. Patreon.com/Hard Factor if you need more Hard Factor. Today, I'm up first, and I've got the latest in Commanders and Chiefin. So, like, yeah, a mixture of all those things.
Chiefin?
It could mean many things. You could be the chief of something. You could be holding up a blunt in the rotation. You could be.
I thought that was politicking.
I think maybe that's also another name for. I've always heard of the person slowing down the rotation as chiefin.
Oh, I thought chiefin was when you're smoking, like you're chiefing a blunt.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's also like
it's generally blunt
multiple
related, right?
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a blunt adjacent term.
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to get it down.
Sure, different regions have different rules for chiefing.
Yeah. What do you call? What do you call when someone's narking on the blunt?
Yeah, it's usually like long big hits, long big hits, clouding up the room. You know, chiefing.
Yeah, chiefing.
Chiefing.
Yeah. Chiefing.
My grade was politicking.
Like Chief
politicking?
Keef.
Yeah, like you're sitting there talking while you're holding the blunt.
Like a cigar with a blunt. Yeah.
Politicking.
See that.
Quit politicking.
I like that. I mean, bogarting.
Bogarting
that's a common term. That's less blunt specific. But yeah.
Politicking is also adjacent to filibustering. Stop filibustering that blunt.
Filibuster is probably the best one.
Worked too.
Yeah. We all missed it. So Commanders and Chiefin first segment. Wes has the latest in land management on deck. Is that correct?
Yeah, I got more on Bill Gates' obsession with shit and what he plans to do to our Earth and all the shit that's on it.
What's he gonna do to the sun now?
Well, he's gonna chop the sky still.
He's not gonna do anything to the sun, but he's really obsessed with shit, as we've covered in the past. And then I've got a very important update on how King Charles is treating his gardeners.
Not well, huh?
Not well at all.
That's shocking.
If there's an update on it, I doubt it's well.
Very important update.
Yeah.
My mind is racing trying to think of when we've covered Bill Gates being obsessed with shit. Now,
we covered his diarrhea quest to cure diarrhea over in Africa.
Oh, McAfee's the guy who shits on women.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's a sexual thing with Bill. Maybe it is, but okay. I don't know.
He's got his brain on the bowels.
He likes shit. Yeah.
Yeah. And Mark, you're in the caboose today. What you got?
I have a very large, very sweaty, stinky, loud sex festival that one could only hope Court Vox wouldn't attend. Is that the guy's name? Court
Vox.
Yeah.
I added him on our Instagram post. Hopefully he gets in touch. I'd love to have him on.
I saw a few of his videos, and he seems like a very sweet guy. He's very emotional. He's like He's like crying in a few posts. He's very emotional.
It's all about getting in touch with your feelings and making the sex experience more intimate.
I was expecting to click on him to be like, yeah.
No, he's a guru.
He's like a sweet giant man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a guru. Yeah, I mean remember he said most people are missing intimacy.
That's right.
That's what he said. He said that the way to fuck better, believe it or not,
connection.
Is that you're missing intimacy.
Well, he's right about that. I pictured him as that giant self-help guy. Who's the
Tony
guy?
Robbins.
Tony Robbins, the giant who was the deep voice, and when he screamed at the guy for not fucking his girlfriend, that was on the Netflix special. He's like, why aren't you fucking her good? And she was like this hot blonde that was infatuated with Tony Robbins. And she was like, he's a pussy. And then he's like, oh no, I'm a pussy. And he's like, well, you gotta be a lion, son. And then he like made him roar, and he's like, that's not a roar. And he just like kept roaring with him for like 5 minutes. And then the guy came back the next day, and he was like, I had the best sex of my life. Thanks for the roaring session.
Yeah,
nice. That's awesome. I mean, good for that guy. Man, it's a little weird though. mean, she's still probably obsessed with Tony Robbins after that,
She was
right?
picturing
Oh,
Tony
yeah.
Robbins the whole time.
He emasculated her boyfriend in front of 1,000 people.
Yeah. There's a great episode of Tires based on that, I think, that exact thing. Check it out. Chiefin, when smoking weed, taking more than the appropriate number of hits
There you go.
There you go.
on a blunt. Urban Dictionary. Politicking and filibustering as well. Depends on your colloquial.
Yep. Depends on your grade, your crew.
Yeah.
You're great. You're great.
Yeah, 7th graders probably don't call it politicking.
All right. Let's do the Commanders in Chiefin. Is there anything else? Starting off?
Nope.
Nothing.
All good over here, Will. Things are good.
Okay. Fantastic. Well, Commanders in Chiefin. The Commander in Chief, Donald J. Trump currently, has been supportive of the Washington Commanders of the NFL. That's their current name. Returning to RFK Stadium in D.C., a great stadium in D.C. where formerly the Redskins used to play, and the Metro goes right there. Wes used to have a house right by it. Great spot of the city.
Yeah, great spot if you want to get mugged on your way.
Well, today if you want to get mugged.
Yeah.
They're saying that the stadium bringing so many businesses back, bringing a lot of jobs and whatnot is going to make it nicer in that area.
Yeah,
But-
it's a little too close to Anacostia.
DC United won the first couple MLS Cups. They won one at RFK Stadium. Went to that.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
We snuck into that 4th of July game there against the Mets. Almost got in a bunch of drunken fights. It's an awesome place. A lot of history in RFK Stadium in D.C. 3 Super Bowls won by the then Redskins. While they were playing at home.
The
in
Hogettes.
RFK there. Yeah, the Hogs, the Hogettes, the Joe Gibbs, everybody. Right. So Trump, he has been supportive of the Commanders returning to that, hallowed ground, RFK Stadium so far. He even did an Oval Office event with Josh Harris, the Commanders owner, when Washington got the NFL draft hosting for 2027 2 months ago. So this is a picture from 2 months ago of Harris, and look at Goodell licking his lips like a fucking idiot while Harris and Trump
he's
shake
got
hands.
his lip. He's got his tongue all the way out in that pic.
Yeah, so far out of his mouth. It's
the
weird.
woman in between Trump
looking
and
at
She's staring
she's
at
like,
him.
oh
Looking.
boy.
That's the mayor of DC, I think.
Yeah.
And she's like,
what
look
the
at this
hell's
freak.
wrong with Goodell?
Look at Goodell. What's
Look
up
at
with that tongue,
Look at
dude?
that sandy tongue.
She also has that face on because I don't think she likes Trump very much, and he was having to
She doesn't like
Trump's
anyone
ass.
in that room. Yeah.
Right.
No.
Yeah. So it was. Anyways, Trump did this event 2 months ago with Harris, the owner of the Commanders. But then on Sunday, July 20th, this last Sunday, something changed. Trump fired off 2 extremely long truths that they need a text limit on there because there's no chance we're reading the whole thing. But one of
He'll
them
never
said,
allow that.
I mean, how long are these things?
He'll
gonna
never
be?
allow it.
Look how long this one is. No chance. But then this one, the first one, it says the team needs to immediately, all caps, change their name back to the Redskins. And then he lumped in the Indians too. And he's saying, look, not just the Redskins, the Indians need to come back. Okay.
Put that back up. He glossed over the Washington whatevers.
Yeah. I mean, he had some
Got him.
good cut downs.
Got
Yeah, he's he's doing his classic Trump stuff, and he's the truths are long, and they've got some good jokes in there. And he lumps in the Indians, and then the other one he says he may restrict or quote not make a deal for them to build a stadium in Washington if they don't change the name back to the Redskins. And
That would be a
It's-
first, right?
yeah, and that one ends with "Make Indians Great Again," MIGA.
Yeah, I mean, I feel him. It's kind of like, racing a culture if you take away all their, stuff that makes us think about them.
Well,
You know?
look, the Redskins logo was very, nice or like normal. It was just like a profile of a
Indians
guy.
were like
The
a
Indians logo
caricature.
is a caricature. It's like
Yeah.
having like a Jew caricature or like a
Yeah.
Chinese guy with the
It's like
chopsticks. Like
Aunt Jemima.
the Indian logo was not it.
Trump did
Redskins
not
logo was
address.
fine.
Trump did not address Chief Wahoo in the truth. But to Mark's point, the Redskins logo, I'm wearing a Intercept Cancer version of it right now on the show, is it was drawn by the Blackfeet tribe, right?
Right.
And it honors like one of their historic chiefs.
Badass logo, dude.
Yeah, it's a sweet logo. It's unclear how Trump could block the stadium because there was already like a bill passed that DC controls the land for RFK, but he is the president and it's DC, and basically the federal government owns DC. So whatever, you never know. And the DC City Council still hasn't approved plans to move forward with the beginning of building for the stadium. So Trump making it more complicated with the name change demand is probably the last thing the team needs right now.
Right.
But I don't think that the fans at this point care either way as long as Jaden Daniels stays healthy. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
right?
I think you want the new stadium and your QB to be healthy, right? That's what
you want. The new stadium. You want the team to be good. And also, like, neither name, to Mark's point, the logo, the former logo, incredible, but neither name is the best team name of all time.
Oh, Redskins is
the Commanders or the Redskins. Is that you're not like.
No, the Redskins says so much history, so much pride, so much just fan,
It's
pride.
true,
I mean,
and it's up to the Native Americans, right? And a lot of them do want the Redskins name back. Some of them don't. A lot of them
tribe
don't. It's
that
like,
drew the old
logo, like any subject, a lot of people want, a lot of people don't. I would say no on the Indians and the Redskins logo, badass. But
since when did we
saying
care
the
what
color
Indians,
of your skin is kind of
since
weird?
When do we care what Indians think? You know what I mean?
Well, obviously, never.
Well,
right.
Trail
I
of
think
Tears.
some of the impetus of this.
It's not the Washington Trail of Tears. That would be
right. It's not the savages.
It's because Native Americans are kind of split on it. I think there are like the tribes that want it back and the tribes that don't. Like a lot of tribes, I think it's racist, but then there's like the tribe that drew the logo. They want
do. It's like every subject. A lot of people on both sides. It's not the Washington scalp collectors.
I don't like a woke Indian. You know what I mean?
I think they're pretty unwoke, most of them, after what's been done to them.
I don't like a woke Indian.
Yeah.
They're probably pretty distrustful. I'd say they're based.
Yeah, I don't think they trust the government.
Don't trust the government too much.
Yeah.
But honestly, the new W with Washington football team makes the most sense to me. I don't give a fuck. Just make sure we get the new stadium and Jaden Daniels is healthy. That's all that matters. Right?
Don't change it to something else. Commanders.
Right. It's got to be one of the. They were the Braves, the Boston Braves. They were the Redskins, obviously. They were the Washington football team, and they were the Commanders. It's got to be one of those four. You cannot now make a fifth name. There's no way.
Everyone's
It's got to be
merch again. It's like, come on.
Yeah, you got to go with one of the four existing names, and then they have the two good logos: the new W and the old Redskins logo, the one I've got on. That's the only two good logos, and then they have the four names. You can't make a fifth name and another logo. That would be insanity.
No. It's got to stay or go back to the Redskins.
Yeah. Come on, do the right thing. Give us the fucking stadium. And speaking of DC, Hunter Biden, you guys remember him?
Yeah, remember he was fucking his dead brother's wife. Remember him?
Who could
that
forget
happened? And then there was was all kinds of
threesome
stuff.
with the prostitutes and like the
Squirtle,
the Squirtle,
the Squirtle and the Pikachus, and the orgies. Yeah, there was that. There was the interview about smoking the Parmesan, thinking that it was crack cocaine out of the carpet. And Honey B, he obviously went underground after his dad lost this last presidential election, dropped out, and then Harris lost. But same difference, right? Honey B hasn't really been talking to the media since all that went down. And he did, though. Well, yeah, I mean, you take some time off. Not everybody walks into the woods like Hillary, but everybody takes some time off.
Take your pardon and go to the beach.
Yeah. Plus, he got the pardon. Good point. And then so he did finally sit down for an interview though this weekend or like recently. It was released recently with Channel 5 News on YouTube. And I'm assuming he did that so he could curse and go for over 3 hours because that's what he did. Just cursed the whole time. It was pretty weird, honestly. He said he used to make his own crack. That's like how that's the intro clip.
It's kind of sick.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, dude, I know how to make my own crack.
You're really into crack when you can make your own.
He's a moonshiner for crack.
Yeah. And he said that, but alcohol is still more destructive than crack, even though he's making his own crack.
That's debatable.
Yeah, I think it's all in moderation.
When you make your own, I mean,
if you have like a 6-pack of beers over the course of a night versus
that's a debatable
6
topic.
hits of crack, I think crack is worse. It's moderation.
Yeah. That's a story Honey Bee's sticking to. That the alcohol is worse than the crack.
Most
alcohol for him
drug of
leads
all
to
time.
crack is the thing.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's what gets him going.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And generally, he was just
Forgets
like
how much crack he smokes when he's drunk.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And speaking of like drunk, like a hangover, maybe he's got like a permanent. He was generally just animated and angry the whole time. Here's what he said about George Clooney. Take a listen. Tell me when you get bored. I can take it off.
Okay.
But fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him and everybody around him. Or not to be fucking nice. Number one, I agree
this
with Quentin
guy.
Tarantino. Fucking George Clooney is not a fucking actor. He is a fucking like
a lot of
I don't know
fucks.
what he is.
Yeah,
He's
potty
a
mouth.
brand. And by the way, and God bless him. You know what? He
Lot of
supposedly
bracelets.
treats his friends really well. You know what I mean?
I
Buys
wear
them things.
two,
and
but
he's
he's
got a
got
really
like
great
6
place
on.
in Lake Como, and he's great friends with Barack Obama. Fuck you. What do you have to do with fucking anything? Why do I have to fucking listen to you? What right do you have
Jesus.
to
He's
step on
mad
a man
'cause
who's
daddy.
given 52 years of his fucking life to the service of this country and decide that you, George Clooney, are going to take out basically a full-page ad in the fucking New York Times to me and James Carville, who hasn't run a race in 40 fucking years, and David
Now he's
Axelrod,
ripping
who
all
had
the
one success in his political life, and that was
DNC.
Barack
Everyone
Obama.
that
And that
just
was
was
because
against-
of Barack Obama, not because of fucking David Axelrod. And David Plouffe and all of these guys, and the Pod Save America guys, who were junior fucking speechwriters in, on Barack Obama's Senate staff, who have been dining out on the relationship with him for years.
I love this
making
internet
millions of
setup, just
dollars.
underneath
The
some
Anita
trees and
Dunns
some
of the world,
chairs.
who's made 40, 50 million dollars off the Democratic
Pants are really
Party.
snug,
They're
huh?
all
The
gonna
only
insert
shaded
their
spot.
judgment over a man who has figured out, unlike anybody else, how to get
It was a
elected
treat.
to the United States Senate
All
over
right. Well,
7
we don't need
times.
to hear.
Yeah. I mean, I got bored of it after
Well,
like
you
I
heard
don't
the whole
know.
thing.
Where's the
I
part where
heard
he-
him. I heard him say he made his own crack, and that was cool. And then I was immediately zoned out.
Where's the part where he claims that Joe was on Ambien during the debate?
Yeah,
He does that?
he says
Yeah.
he says Ambien is the reason.
He calls out his own dad for being on Ambien during that disastrous debate that basically ruined his run.
There was a bunch of stuff. I mean, he talked nonstop for 3 hours and 15 minutes, and it was edited down. So imagine how long the conversation was before.
Man,
Um,
that made me dislike him again. Honestly, I
see
I had come around a little bit on Hunter, just out of like solidarity with being an addict and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But that was a terrible interview for him. That was not the PR person must be pulling their hair out.
Yeah,
That
he
one.
said some like he went off on illegal immigration or people being deported, and then he was like, "Who do you think washes your dishes?" Which was a very unrelatable comment because most people wash their own dishes for the most part. But
Yeah.
I think he
He's
was
like, not in
referring
my
to
house.
restaurants,
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
referring to restaurants.
I think it's
probably.
but it didn't sound like it.
You guys don't have a Mexican that comes over every night and washes your dishes?
Right, it definitely sounded more like that scenario.
On the Clooney trend, did you see what I sent you guys today?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clooney pressured Jack Black into breaking up Tenacious D.
Yeah, right around the time that Clooney put the nail in the coffin for Joe Biden, he was on one. He was going to save the Democratic Party. He called Jack Black when they got caught on tour in Europe, and JD made an assassination joke,
Yeah.
like "Don't
Right.
miss next time," and that went viral, and everyone's like "Fuck Tenacious D" or whatever. And George Clooney allegedly called Jack Black and said, "You need to end the band." Like that night, he had called him like immediately and was like, "We're trying to win an election here. You need to stand up and throw your
Well,
boy
that
under the
didn't
bus."
matter in the election. George Clooney was really calling the shots for like.
Yeah,
the Harris campaign.
apparently George Clooney was calling all the shots. He's got Joe
That's
Biden
weird.
out. He got Tenacious D out. He was on a warpath.
Well, I can see why Hunter doesn't respect that because I mean, really, like,
Probably a
what does
Tenacious
George
D
Clooney
fan, a great band to listen to when you're on crack.
know about politics? Yeah, true. Well, I guess that means George Clooney's like kind of the head of the DNC now. I don't know.
He at least he was for that period of time. He was
Yeah.
running the show.
Hunter's
Yeah.
right though.
Well-
He has no business. Like who is he? He's just an actor.
Yeah.
He's just a fucking actor with a fucking house.
Have
And,
you guys
somewhat
seen
nice.
his jet black hair? I hear it's for a role, but I hope he keeps it permanent because it's hilarious looking.
He looks like John Goodman now. He's aged. Father Time got him.
Yeah,
Really?
no, and now that his hair's
Haven't
dyed
seen
like
him?
jet black,
I haven't
looks
seen him.
awesome.
He looks
Oh, yeah,
exactly
he-
like a skinny John Goodman, which is sometimes a John Goodman, but rarely.
Wow. He transformed into John Goodman. That's terrible.
Well, skinny
terrible.
John Goodman.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying George Clooney was an international sex symbol. John Goodman was far from an international sex symbol. And,
You want to see it?
yeah, of course.
Yeah, pop up his black
No,
hair.
he's
It's so
making a
good.
face, so like it adds to it. but like he's making a face that looks like a John Goodman face by default, but like it's now kind of like how he looks. Here you go. You guys keep talking. It's coming up in like 10 seconds.
You're pulling it up, Mark.
Yeah, here it comes. Here's George.
Yeah, there's
Clooney
literally
looking exactly like a skinny John Goodman,
Oh wow, he does.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
It's
really
like his
does.
brother.
Holy
The funniest part about his new look is he even dyed his eyebrows too. Like he went from full gray to full black, shaved the beard and dyed the hair and the eyebrows jet black.
He looks like a long lost Adams Family cousin or something.
It looks like he's been worried about the DNC too much.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
Aged.
politics stressed him out.
Yeah.
Politics aged him. Yeah.
it's crazy.
And he's got to get back to just acting, you know. He looked a lot better with the gray hair. I'm going to be honest. He looks way
Yeah,
worse with
Silver
the black
Fox.
hair.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
He looks
I just
so
turned
much
black in my
better with the
60s.
gray
I wonder
hair.
if he went on Ozempic or something, because I know a lot of people just go on Ozempic. Just
That could be Ozempic face.
yeah,
I think it's for a role. I think the black hair thing
He's
is for
playing
a role.
John Goodman in a biopic.
The skinny, an alternate universe, John Goodman.
speaking of legendary alcoholics.
You think of
He
John
is?
Candy?
No, John Goodman.
Oh, really?
I
Oh
bet.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I bet.
He was
Well,
drunk all
Roseanne, he
through
was drinking
Roseanne.
like six beers a day.
Even though he was pounding, he
Yeah.
was doing a lot more than that.
Yeah. Well, just on the show.
Oh yeah, yeah.
like
yeah,
just like a normal show.
No, he was
just-
drunk every day.
Yeah. And Pat Sajak, you guys heard about him, right?
No, is he hammered on?
Yeah, allegedly they would film the entire week of shows in one day.
Yeah.
So they would break for like an hour and a half to reset. So like 4 or 5 times a day they would go across the street to a Tex-Mex
right.
place, and him and Vanna White would get lit, but mainly him. So he was like, but like every Friday show you've ever seen, he's like fucking unbeknownst to anyone hammered.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Say-
it's really Tuesday at 6 p.m. and you're
He's
watching
just
it
lunch
Friday at
drunk.
6 p.m. and he's hammered.
That's
Piss
why you
drunk.
get. That's why you get. Would get mean with some of the guests too.
Yeah.
Some of them. Yeah.
yeah, we get short with them.
Yeah.
Get short with them.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. Anything more on Honeybee or?
Come on, nobody's gonna solve this one.
Yeah. You
Let's say
idiots.
Nobody's gonna take
yeah.
a guess. Nobody's gonna. All right, spin the wheel.
You're a teacher. Huh?
That's not a value, dipshit.
Yeah, you shouldn't have spun there, moron.
Yeah.
Got greedy, didn't you, you big idiot? All right, let's move on. As I said, we've talked about it. Bill Gates is obsessed with shit. He's combating diarrheal diseases in Africa through various initiatives,
Yeah, you
vaccine
keep glossing
development,
over that.
clean water supplies,
Look that up.
research. It's a good thing, but it's weird to be passionate about African diarrhea, and Bill Gates is. He really cares about people's shit. And this
He
week,
wants people to be hydrated.
yeah,
diarrhea is
Rotavirus, a virus that causes
very-
severe diarrhea. He's trying to eliminate it.
there you go.
You don't want to get diarrhea, you get dehydrated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it kills a lot of people. It's shockingly, it can be deadly if you live in Africa, I guess. And this week, Bill Gates' Microsoft announced they have partnered with carbon removal / shit removal company Vaulted Deep. Okay, this deal is reportedly worth $1.7 billion, according to the article from SemiconductorInsight.com, entitled "Microsoft drops $1.7 billion on world's most expensive poop burial service. Will seek to eliminate 4.9 metric tons of carbon emissions over the next 12 years." Okay, Microsoft has been a leading tech company in the carbon emissions, climate change realm.
Sure.
It's tech companies are getting a lot of shit for their carbon footprint a lot lately, so they've got to
Get rid of a lot of
Yeah,
shit.
these
reverse
data
it.
centers, like it's crazy.
Yeah,
They're like
Elon's in trouble and all kinds of shit. So carbon emissions, as we all know, allegedly attribute to climate change. And according to Vault Deep's CEO, Julia Reichelstein, quote, "Generally what happens to these wastes today is they go to a landfill, they get dumped in a waterway, or they just get spread on land for the purpose of disposal. In all of those cases, they're decomposing
shit.
into CO2 and methane, contributing to climate change. And then oftentimes, especially when it's spread on land, those pathogens are going directly into people's groundwater, okay? So
yeah.
it's not good, right? Not good.
Carbon emissions, by the way, that's a tough nickname. if you give your buddy that nickname.
Carbon emissions.
Carbon emissions.
Yeah. Mr. Methane.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in order to prevent those gases from getting out and contaminating people's land, water, or whatever else, climate change, Microsoft and Vault of Deep are going to start collecting a lot of our shit, sewage, animal shit, other agricultural byproducts, and then they're going to take that shit and they're going to mix it up together. They're going to make a big vat of sewage slurry, shit slurry. Then they're going to inject that shit concoction right into the earth. 5,000 feet underground.
Wait.
What could go
That's
wrong?
better than okay. So that way, it's so far under the ground that it can't possibly come back one day to harm us.
That's what
This
they're
is
saying.
going to cause some earthquakes.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, like, isn't this worse than fracking? Like,
How far does fracking go down?
You're
Probably about the
shit
same.
This is shit
into the
fracking.
ground.
Yeah.
Tracking.
They claim it's yeah. It's shit fracking is exactly what it is. Now they say to your point, this is a technology that was developed in the oil field, and they claim that it's not no earthquakes can happen, nothing bad can happen. But I don't know if they've ever tried to put 460 4.9 million metric tons of shit underground either.
I
Right,
can
and
almost
when they-
guarantee you. Go ahead, Will.
When they pump shit in, isn't stuff going to come out? That's the whole basis of
Yeah.
fracking.
Well-
And so, like,
I can almost guarantee you that some fracking sites have, put their own personal shit down there. So, I think there's case studies out there that it can go down.
Yeah,
I think some
they
guys
can-
out in the fields are like, you want
right.
to put our shit down there?
I shat into the fracking hole.
Yeah. So, hopefully they tell us where they're going to inject all this shit underground so no one, we don't go there or no one builds there or, but can you imagine? I think what it means is there's going to be eventually just shit sinkholes somewhere where your car gets swallowed by a shit sinkhole.
See, like, every
It can't be good
solution
for the
Gates
environment.
has, this guy is like, no, everything he does is weird. His solution to deal with the sun was to put chalk in the sky to the point where you wouldn't be able to see much because the chalk you wouldn't have to put sunscreen on because then you would have Bill Gates chalk in your atmosphere, which that solution sucked ass. And then
He gets
like,
conned
now-
by all these people that are like, no, it's
now
going
he
to work,
wants
Bill.
to pump shit into the earth. There's no chance that's like has no ramifications. You can't.
I
just
believe that
pump-
he wants to save the environment, but I think he also has no clue how to and gets conned by these like companies. That are
Yeah,
Well, this
just
is like a
uh,
gas company. They were like, "Hey,
Yeah.
Bill, you know what we could do? Is we could frack that shit.
Yeah.
You know what?
We'll make a slurry and then we'll just put it in the earth.
We'll just chalk the sun.
We'll just inject the earth with shit, Bill.
Yeah, who
Some
was
guy
the
has blue chalk in his,
con artist?
some guy has like blue
Yeah.
chalk in his face, and he's like, "Can you see me? Can you see me?" No,
So
that's what we do to the sun.
who knows what
big chalk.
what'll happen to
Wow.
the earth if you inject millions of tons of shit into it years down the road, but doesn't sound like a good idea. But that's what they're going to do. That's what Microsoft and Bill Gates are going to do.
Bill Gates has the most insane.
Yeah. Speaking of shit, manure, King Charles needs a lot of it to keep his gardens looking good, right? Look at these gardens. This is one of his gardens at some estate that he owns, one of many. And apparently the king is obsessed with his gardens at his many estates, but those gardens are now in jeopardy of falling apart because King Charles is apparently very hard on his gardeners, as you might imagine.
Doesn't
This
he
guy,
have cancer though? Like, isn't he? So he's just like sitting around
look at this picture.
judging the flowers. Like,
No. Hey, look at it. He's nose deep in a rose there. He just loves just what he does basically to keep this short because it's not real news. But he's so hard on his gardeners that 11, you heard that right, 11
Have quit.
out of 12 of his full-time gardeners, including 2 heads of gardens and a deputy head gardener, have all quit in the last year.
okay,
So
So he needs the garden to be pristine.
perfect.
oh, he is very demanding. What he
Who's
does,
the one
Mark,
person that survived all those
Well, he's
cuts?
probably crushing these flowers with his huge sausage fingers too. Like he's a
Yeah.
gardener's nightmare.
yeah. This is a guy
Yeah.
who worked for him like for 20 years, and he finally had enough. He's like this. He's out of his mind. He's gone too far with the demands in the gardens. Basically, what he does is every morning he goes around and he walks his gardens, and he makes demands of the gardeners, including to have plants moved in various locations. He'll be like, "I want that. I want that."
Oh, that is
Oh yeah,
so
that's super
annoying.
easy to do. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even if they're like, he also demands that they call him Your Majesty at all times.
Well, he's the king.
Yeah. And they said even if the plane is going to die, his assistant, this woman, demands the gardeners do it anyway. So they're like, just move the corn cockle over there. It's going to die. And he's like, just do it now.
He's a garden Nazi.
Yeah.
Sounds like a boss from hell for a gardener.
They had it pretty good ever since Meghan Markle left, because everyone inside the house was like, oh God, they all quit when Meghan Markle was being a nuisance. Now they got the outdoor nuisance.
They have the new tyrant.
Yeah. He also demands that if he makes a request on his morning walk, that by the next time he comes out, that it's completed. He also sends detailed notes in thick red ink to garden staff with memos that are, quote, strikingly specific and emotional. He also allegedly corrects grammar and underlines incorrect letters in staff reports, and requires his team to address him as Your Majesty.
They make reports about the garden?
Oh, dude, he's obsessed with this fucking garden. I mean,
this is what the King of England spends the majority of his time on, is walking around the garden and then demanding in red ink that the garden be improved. Yeah, totally worthwhile role.
Can't they buy him some gardeners that are like going to withstand that kind of pressure? What are they paying?
Does Great Britain not have
traveling
Mexicans?
like the Pope and like shaking hands and saying he's gonna, whatever?
Does Great Britain not have Mexicans?
Wes, I think the problem is that no human being can make a plant just like adapt to a new planting spot like every couple of days. Like I mean, like you keep pulling a plant out of the ground and keep putting it in a new spot. Like eventually, it's just going to die. It's not.
He's got nothing better to do than to rearrange fucking hen's nests or whatever.
The last thing he should be rearranging is like plants all over the place, unless they're like not already planted in the ground, because it's going to be like stressful on the plants. And
pretty sure they have one of the nicest gardens in the world, and he's being a little too hard on them.
Yeah, and they also pay him like shit. They pay him like minimum wage. The gardeners said they were making $11.98 per hour.
That's what I'm saying. They got to get real. They got to get like high quality gardeners for this guy. This is insane.
Yeah, but they do say that according to reports, they are an exemplary employer. And we are proud to regularly report very high satisfaction rates and
despite everybody
very low complaints. So, you got this guy coming around telling you to move plants and calling you Your Majesty. I don't think you're going to fill out a complaint form and put it in like the gold complaint box. It doesn't happen.
You have to hand it to him personally.
Yeah. So anyway. Important news.
0 complaints still.
Yeah.
Man.
What a tyrant. What a man baby fat fuck fingered piece of shit.
I mean, these people know 10 trillion times more about gardening than he does, and they're just taking his orders.
He just knows
I think having a figurehead royal family is a little outdated, but England.
Well, the garden story really shines a light on that
one. Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I got.
All right. If you thought the sex retreat guy and attendees were wild yesterday, well, like I said earlier, let's hope Court Vox doesn't make an appearance at the event I'm going to cover today for the neighbors' sake. I'm, of course, talking about the Swingathon. It's back.
We covered this before, right?
Yeah, we have. We covered it almost every year.
Yeah.
The Swingathon, which I'm sure we've covered in the past,
we have,
is the annual swingers event that took place this past weekend in the small England town of Allington. 2 hours north.
There it is.
2 hours north of London. They set up camp.
It doesn't look like it's grown any in the last year.
It has. No. It has grown.
It does, has it?
Unfortunately for the neighbors. Go ahead, Will.
Yeah, and it's just that setup is. I mean, so if you're not watching the video, the setup is it's like a festival. It's like a music festival in a park where it's just all grass and tents.
Fuck huts.
And
it's like an internment camp.
Yeah.
So you can just
stage.
All it is you're just nude, fucking intense the entire weekend. It's got to be sweaty.
It is sweaty and stinky, and it's loud, as you'll hear. Now, it has grown every year, and this is the first year that attendees outnumbered the locals, which is not great for the locals. More than 1,000 attendees showed up, and the town only has 900 people. So it's more swingers than townsfolk now, officially, every year around this time of year.
It's good for the economy, right?
Yeah, hopefully they make money. I mean, I'm sure. Well, do swingers spend a lot of money? They buy
No,
condoms.
no money at all.
They got by food at least.
Yeah, like,
yeah, food,
like fuel,
Mm-hmm.
sex fuel.
food, booze. They're definitely getting boozed up, right,
yeah.
while they're swinging.
I think they bring a lot of this stuff in.
Probably, you're probably right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
they don't even see the locals, but
How
the
long is
locals
it?
hear them.
A weekend?
It's
Or-
a whole weekend. It's a whole. I mean, probably some people stay a little longer, but it's at least 3 days. In
Get
fact,
out there a couple days early.
yeah,
We'll go
exactly.
set up the huts.
Yeah, someone has to. In fact, it's so loud from the all-night loud moans that the locals call in noise complaint during the orgy, saying, "The moan, do you hear that, mate? 1,000 blokes is fucking in my backyard."
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got to be.
You got to live
loud.
pretty close to that thing if you're hearing the moans.
Well, I mean, it is. There's
It's
housing
1,000
around.
people moaning all at once, Mark.
Yeah.
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 I mean, that's a lot of sound, Wes.
It is.
It's like dying birds, or it's like it's not great. That's what I'm saying. Keep cord
There's
out
not.
of there.
It's in the country, so there's no buildings to like block the sound. So
No sound blockage whatsoever.
no, it's just those moans are traveling for miles, maybe.
And part of the rules of the Swingathon is the opposite of Planet Fitness. Screaming's allowed.
Right, that's why they do it in the country, so you can scream as loud as you want when
It's
you have
encouraged.
sex with 10 strangers at the same time.
Yeah. So the 3-day festival includes play tents, pole dancing, foam parties, mobile dungeons, and sex games like butt plug bingo, of course.
Oh yeah. Bingo.
How do you play?
How do you play butt plug bingo? You nuts?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea, but they do. They do. First,
Is this your stamp as a butt plug, or like I don't?
I think if you get bingo, you get butt plug.
Yeah, it's probably bad news if you hit bingo.
Yeah.
Well, good news for an attendee.
You
Bad
get to
news.
choose who to butt plug.
Some of these, I'm looking at the website right now, and there are some good looking chicks that attend. I mean, obviously, there's what you expect to be
Out of
there.
1,000, you'd hope so.
Yeah,
Well,
there's-
Wes,
but-
what you're looking at is the pictures of the 10 hot chicks that go out of the 1,000,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
because they're highlighting that they want. I mean, they want to
Photographers-
grow.
Paid to edit
Yeah,
certain pictures.
that's fair enough.
You thinking about having the Carnival Cruise stop over by this town?
It's only 362 days away, Wes.
I know. I was looking at the countdown.
Get your tickets now.
11 months, 24 days, 14
There you
hours,
go.
13 minutes,
There you
46, 45.
Wow.
This first one began back in 2020, and it's grown to over 1,000 people. It's becoming bigger and bigger each year, much to the chagrin of the locals. And here's a quote from, I believe, the guy who runs it. He said, this is the guy who runs it. What the fuck's this guy's name?
Dude, that guy
Matthew
loves to
Cole.
swing. Yeah.
Horny Matthew Cole says, "We're becoming known as the swingers capital of England because of this festival." And that's not, this is local. And that's not a title we want. That's from a resident. So they're not real happy about it.
I love the shirt. It's like it's a colorful, like just bunch of jizz, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's an
what's those?
explosion.
It's that
Jizz
powder.
splatter.
Yeah, the
Swing
color
Oh, yeah.
powder.
Yeah.
Swingathon.
But yeah, I mean, it is,
Another quote is, "It's mostly elderly people and families that live here, so you can imagine them spitting out their tea when they learned who were to be the home of the Swingathon this year." So I guess it changes every year. They chose this poor little town.
that's smart of them to change every year though, because then
Yeah.
they don't get like banned from places.
They're
Yeah.
not welcome back in
They
Ellington.
don't get burned down by the locals.
Yeah. Spread it around, spread the love.
Yeah, it's not great.
You
It's
guys
not
going-
great for looking.
Would you guys go to a swinger fest?
No.
Later in life, yeah.
If like, I mean, what if somebody demanded you to go? Said you got to go to this swinger fest with me.
Not if I love them.
No. Probably would.
Good answer.
Yeah. Probably a pass. So back to the Matthew Cole, the organizer. He's getting pretty fed up with all the hate, the negative press and stuff. He claims that all 1,000 hornballs at the Swingathon are upstanding citizens when they aren't laying down, and that they get tested more for STIs or STDs than an average person you'd meet in a bar or a
Ooh.
club.
Do you have to show a pass, like a clean pass?
You don't have to, but it's just encouraged. And I'd say,
that sucks. They
I'd
should
say
have
you
to.
don't have, and I'd say probably he's right because it's a wise idea to get tested before and after every 1,000-person orgy.
Yeah,
but
then you
okay,
ruin
Matt,
you ruin your trip if you get tested before, though.
Well,
yeah, but then it should just be part of like, yeah.
You got to get tested before long enough so you can get some penicillin or whatever. Most of the STIs you can wipe right out, And if you have AIDS, maybe lay off the
Did they have like penicillin milkshakes just chilling, just like at the bar at this place? Like you can just go get some penicillin.
They probably have a wart inspector.
Yeah, they must. Growth inspector.
Oh, that's just ingrown hair.
See that duck, mate?
Ingrown hair. Come on through. Yeah, he also said we're going to keep fucking. So smell it and hear it. Really breathe it in, you fucks. That's his stance. Tickets for the festival are $250 USD. Not bad, Wes. Live music, DJs, workshops, demonstrations. So, Cord Fox.
Mm-hmm.
And it's safe and inclusive. Celebrates diversity. It sounds like a great time.
It does sound like a great time.
Yeah, I mean,
it really does.
They're selling it well.
There is one other small problem for the locals besides, maybe getting a little bit of tourism money, but it doesn't look like these people are going to the bars or buying from their convenience stores.
If you want to in the tents,
if you want to get out of town, you kind of have to do it on your own dime. If you want to escape the sounds, the moans, you kind of have to do it on your own dime because renting an Airbnb to a swingathoner is a bad idea.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want the after party at your house.
Yeah, a lot of these like big events that come into your small town. Oh, I'll rent out my house for 5x what I could normally rent for Airbnb, and I'll go to a free nice vacation. Mm-hmm. Not the case with the Swingathon.
That'd be wild to come home to a Swingathon house. That
you're boarding up the house. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to take a
so many condoms.
1 star for that.
Whole place would glow.
Had after party here, huh? It's getting hot out there. There was AC in the house. Had brought over some friends. Great. Anyways, we'll cover it again next year, I'm sure. That's the show.
It's a lot of loads, man.
It's so many loads, dude. Yeah.
How many over the whole
weekend? Frack that jizz? Can you jacking?
Yeah. Bill Gates needs to get on the case.
Shove that down on the ground.
Let me collect the samples.
Yeah.
Inject it into the earth.
Festivals. That's the show. Get out there. And most importantly, have a great fucking day.
The cream of the crop!